cucina, mia cucina. In Italian means my kitchen. And I have an amazing, incredible, delicious meal to show you today. It's called out my Baharat chicken with spiced veggies. Pero la prima cosa, but the first thing that we need to do is to put on the fadale. Fadale in Italian means apron. And I have chosen a beautiful butterfly with hearts because we are so loved, beyond, beyond, and beyond. Alrighty, so this wonderful dish, I just one day just created it. I have had quite a bit of my Baharat spice, and this is how it came to be. So I'm going to walk you through the whole thing. So obviously the start of our show is going to be our chicken, and I have chicken thighs. And then what I have here is my vegetables is going to be a sweet potato, butternut squash, beautiful butternut squash. I'm going to be utilizing some red peppers. I'm also going to be utilizing some broccoli. I'm also going to be utilizing some onion. And you know how I am with the onion, it makes me cry, so I stay away from the onion. And my husband already cut it all up for me, which is a wonderful thing. And then we are going to be utilizing some garlic, and I have about 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. You don't have to have that much garlic, but I love garlic, and garlic is very good for us because it has high antioxidants and wonderful things for us. I'm also going to be utilizing some fresh turmeric. If you don't have fresh turmeric, don't worry about it. You can use powdered turmeric, but since I was able to get it, I got it. Hello everybody, hello, nice to see everybody. Mwah, blessings to all of you. Okay, so that's going to be pretty much our vegetables, and I'm also going to be utilizing some mint, some parsley, some olive oil, some salt, where's my black pepper? My black pepper is somewhere here. Oh, here's my black pepper. And we're going to be utilizing some herbs, and I'll walk you through all of that. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to get my pan. I want to get this started. And as I always tell you, I always like to start it with medium to medium high. And because I have all these wonderful vegetables, I'm probably going to be utilizing a good tablespoon of olive oil, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring your attention. I am using a half of red pepper for me and my husband. If your family is larger, then you would use a whole entire red pepper. And I'm just going to slice this pepper because, you know, it's wonderful to have different kinds of textures. I like to have different, different textures and different sizes. It just makes it more exciting that way. So here's the red pepper. It's all cut up already. Here is the red onion. And now let me bring your attention to the broccoli because this is going to be moving really, really quickly. And then what I do is I'm using everything organic. I buy it when it's on sale. Because I don't want to pesticides, and at 63 I'm on zero medication and I want to keep it that way. So what I want to do is I just want to come in here and I'm just going to slice it like so. Very simple. Make it simple and easy for you guys, because this is what I always try to tell you. The food doesn't have to be complicated. Food can be easy and fun. And for me it's fun, because if it's not fun, then I don't want to do it. Alright, so now that I got this rocking and rolling over here, I am going to grab a bowl, and I'm going to bring the bowl here because this is heating up, so I don't have to do anything. Everything is cut up. I just get a bowl like so, and right here is I have my chicken, and I have chicken thighs that I already have cut up and dried very, very well. And what these guys are going to do, these guys are going to be marinating. Let me remove my plate now. I'm done with that. And this marinade is going to be very simple and very easy. So this is the Baharat, and I have shown you guys how to come up with all of the wonderful ingredients that go into this beautiful Baharat. And what I like to do to the Baharat, it's very, very simple, guys. I just like to put a good heaping teaspoon to that, and you don't have to. I really love the flavors and I really love the aromas. And then to this, I'm just going to add olive oil. That's all I'm going to do. Maybe 1 or 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Mix it up really, really good, and let your chicken start doing its thing as we are cooking everybody else. Okay, so this is kind of getting nice and hot now, so I'm going to go ahead and add my onions. I will go right in there. And then we'll mix this a little bit later more. Right now what I want to do here is that I want to get my onions rocking and rolling. And what we want to do is we want to get a nice, you know, caramelized, but nice and easy. As this is nice and easy doing this thing, as you can see, the chicken fell on the board, so I'm going to turn it over because this side is clean, so I'm going to continue. And I'm going to use some of my garlic, and I know it's quite a bit of garlic. You don't have to have that much garlic, guys, but I'm telling you, it makes this whole thing flavorful to me. You know, I know that there's some people that they don't know like the garlic, and but that's, you know, and I understand that, but garlic is good. I cannot imagine my life, you know, maybe it's because I'm Italian, I don't know, but for me to have onions and garlic and peppers, oh mamma mia, che bellezza, it's a beautiful thing. It's a song, and you know that I like to sing. So pretty much, you know, I'm just going to drop these guys in there, and I like to put them nice and chunky, you know, sometimes, you know, yeah, you do slice, sometimes you do chop, but in this case, guys, chunky. Now go ahead and put the red peppers in there. And you're wondering, well, where is the spice? Oh, don't worry, it's coming, eh? One thing at a time. I like to take it one thing at a time, because then if not, I get confused. So right now, like I said, nothing is going on in this right here. This garlic is really wanting to stay in there. You know, sometimes it wants to come out, sometimes it doesn't want to come out and play. But it's okay, I am stronger, like a bull. Well, I don't know, like a bull. Those bulls are pretty heavy-duty guys. Have you ever been next to a bull? My God. My girlfriend, she lives out in the country, and she's surrounded by these big, beautiful cows, and she, you know, we were feeding them. They love carrots. And boy, this bull came, and man, he knocked all those other wonderful little cows out of the way, like, hey, I want some carrot. And those things are huge, let me tell you. All right, so now as you can see, very simple transaction. I just love it when it's this easy, guys. It's got to be this easy. All right, so now we're just going to give it a little shiffly here. You know, I create my own words. No salt, no nothing yet on that one. All right, let me just give myself a little cleaning thing over here. So what I want to do now is I want to bring my turmeric, and turmeric is very good. That if you know, for arthritis, it's very good for all kinds of wonderful things, and I am not even going to bother with peeling it. Now here's the thing, if you're going to use fresh turmeric, I would use a good tablespoon or teaspoon, and remember what I always said to you, if you're going to use turmeric, always make sure that you have enough of the black pepper, because the turmeric does not absorb into your system unless you put black pepper with it. Do your research if you don't believe me. So if you're going to use fresh turmeric or any turmeric, always make sure that you have the black pepper. Okay, so right here, you're probably about a tablespoon, a teaspoon of turmeric. That's kind of how I have played it out. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring your attention to cardamom. I'm going to bring you cardamom, coriander. We're going to be utilizing a little bit of allspice, a little bit of smoked paprika, and to make everything delicious and more wonderful, cumin. So now to this tiny little bowl right here that I have here is I'm going to be utilizing a half a teaspoon of the turmeric, of the cumin. Put those on the side over here, get those out of the way. Half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of allspice, half a teaspoon of wonderful coriander, half a teaspoon of cardamom, and a good teaspoon of the smoked paprika. If you don't like any of these guys, you may omit it, but if you really want the flavor that I want to really bring to you, you will definitely try this mixture. So I'm just going to mix it just like so. Just like so. When I cannot get fresh turmeric, guys, I use powdered turmeric. All right, so now that these guys are doing their thing, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things going on here. All right, so now we go ahead and bring our beautiful sweet potatoes, and our butternut squash goes in here. We are done with that plate. It's a very beautiful dish. Now we're going to take the wonderful broccoli that we cut up and we're all going to put it all in there. And you're probably wondering, how is all of this not sticking? I always talk about that, guys. So now what I want to come in here is, well, I have this beautiful mixture, is I like to use my hands, and I just want to come in here and I just want to do that like so. Because this is when it's going to give me that spice that I'm looking for my vegetables. Okay, I am going to go turn this up a little higher now. Oh yeah. And let me move this out of the way so you guys can see. I have not salted anything yet, guys. You know, spice goes very far. Oh my goodness. Now you can make yourself a lot easier by, probably pre-cooking a little bit of the potato and maybe pre-cooking a little bit of the butternut squash. So everything kind of cooks at the same time together. And it's beautiful. Everybody's doing wonderful here. Now to this, I am going to go grab an aspetta, 1 minuto. Aspetta, 1 minuto. And now I have a third cup of water goes in here. Third cup of water, because I really don't want this to be soupy. I just want all of these guys to marry each other. All right, now I'm going to cover this up like so. All right, so these guys are now on medium high, doing their thing, rocking and rolling. I'm going to bring your attention back to our beautiful chicken that is right here. And I want to make sure that my chicken is getting all the very good seasoning from the Baharat. And I'm going to tell you another thing that you can do with this chicken. You can also grill it. It is delicious and amazing, and you ought to try that. And I tell you, the olive oil with the Baharat is just beautiful. And it is a beautiful, delicious flavor and the aroma. But I like a lot more of Baharat. But that's a personal use. I just really love this spice, because it's got all the wonderful cinnamon and it's got all those wonderful flavors, and there's delicious. And this is a good way for you to use your Baharat. You can also take an entire chicken, rub the chicken, leave it overnight, and then the next day cook it, and oh mamma mia, is it delicious. Okay, so now that we have the chicken all ready and rock and rolling, I am going to take 2 bowls out, because what I'm going to do is, when this is done, which is almost done, I'm going to remove it and put it in here, and then I'm going to do the chicken, because they're 2 different flavor profiles. One is spicier than the other. Well, I guess they're all spicy, you know. So I'm just going to put this on the side, and this dish is a quick dish. Let me hold on to, oh, that is big and heavy. And now my veggies are almost done. Because what I do, guys, is that I take my veggies when I'm doing something like this, is I turn on my oven at 400, and I will take a butternut squash, cut it in half. I put some water, put the butternut squash upside down, and put it in the oven for a good 20 minutes, and it softens it, makes it a lot easier for you to cut, and then you can peel it. Because I know that sometimes it's kind of daunting. All right, so this is doing really well over here. So while that is doing its thing over there, and it's almost finished, because I did that with my potato, and I also did that with my butternut squash, I'm going to bring your attention to the mint. And what I have here is just a very little bit of parsley, just a few little sprigs. And then, of course, we have our beautiful mint. And this is the mint that I grow. I have spearmint here, and I have regular mint. See, the spearmint is a lot darker, and it's a different leaf. It's a different leaf than the regular mint. Now, in different countries, guys, mint looks different. And it is. And you go to Italy, and it looks different. And you go to South America, and it looks different. And depending on what country, and I'm going to save this for garnish. Depending on what country you're at, it looks different. All right, so now my vegetables are pretty much already done. Oh yeah, baby. Woo-hoo. All right, so now what I'm gonna do here, they're very quick, guys, because what I did is I pre-cooked my potato and my butternut squash. I pre-cooked that. So then what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and remove, bring this over here, and remove my vegetables. Oh, no one came out, but it's okay. It's going to be delicious. And it's beautiful. Oh, mamma mia, che bellezza. Oh, yeah. You know, and I personally like my food to be crunchy. If you don't like your food to be crunchy, your vegetables to be crunchy, then you know you will cook it more. But this is very easy, simple dish. It cooks in a matter of minutes. It's not even, it's been about 15 minutes so far, so good. Move that out of the way over there. Let me get my spoon over here so I can get these guys. And I will not do anything to this pan. I'm just going to remove these guys out of the way because my next thing is going to be my chicken. And it's like I said, it's amazing and delicious. All right, so what I'm going to do to this is I'm just going to get my foil and I am just going to tint this to keep it warm. And now what I want to do here is I'm going to come over here with the olive oil again. And now what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and get my chicken in here. Oh yes. And as you can see, nothing stuck. Nothing happened. So now I have my heat on medium high. Because I want these guys. And I'm going to put a little bit more olive oil. I always go less, okay, than more. And you may want to salt, probably, you know, the Baharat has a lot of spices, but I am going to add a little bit of salt to this, guys. And I find that chicken thighs work beautifully for this. So now I'm done with that. Get that out of there. And I'm finished with this. All right, so now what I want to show you guys is this is where you come and you bring your salt. Just a nice little pinch, let it rain salt. Because you know, we don't need a lot of salt in our home. You're more than welcome to have more salt where you are. So now what I want to do with these vegetables that I have here is I'm just going to taste. Oh my God. Oh my God, the flavors. And now I'm just going to come on and salt this like so. Just like so. Okay, so now to this, what I want to do to that, because I'm not done yet, is I want to come in here and just add a little bit of olive oil. Just like that. Move this out of the way. So over here, we just added a little bit of salt and a little bit of olive oil. So far, so good. Over here, we have the chicken rocking and rolling and doing its thing. Rocking and rolling and doing its thing. So now what I want to do is I want to come in here and I just really want to mix this guys up. Oh, look how beautiful this looks. And my chicken is going to be done in no time at all. I always try to bring you easy peasy meals. I know it looks daunting, but it's delicious. And if you have guests, you can say, oh yes, we're having Baharat chicken with spiced vegetables. They're going to go, what? And you're going to go, yeah. You're going to be the queen. All right, so now what we want to do over here is that I have my wonderful mint with my parsley. I'm just going to come over here because my chicken, it needs to be turned over. Again, I have this on medium high. Oh yeah. And wait till you see this, guys. This is going to be a healthy dish. You know, it's a healthy dish. And it's a nice, wonderful flavor dish. And it's delicious. And if you know, do this with the olive oil and the Baharat, and you marinate your chicken for 15-20 minutes, and then you put it on the grill, oh, mamma mia, it's amazing and delicious. All right, so these these guys are almost there. Almost there. They're doing their thing. Oh, yeah. Easy peasy. Because that's what we want. You know, we work all day, we come home, we're tired. You get yourself organized, you get your spices out the night before, and honey, you got yourself a beautiful dish, beautiful dish. All right, so that's still doing its thing. Now what I want to do over here is that I just want to chop this, because the parsley and the mint is going to really give it that wonderful flavor profile. And it's going to give that last wonderful, I don't know how to explain it. You have to try this. It's the only way to explain it, because there's no explanation to this dish. It's just, to me, it's amazing. It's an amazing dish. And mint, did you know that mint aids digestion? Yes, mint aids digestion. All right, so now that I have these beautiful things right over here, I'm just going to take my wonderful mint and all these wonderful things right over here. Get this nice and clean. All right, I am completely done with it. So you saw how easy that was. So now I'm going to bring my platter over here, because I want to show you how we are going to plate this. My chicken now is done. Oh, mamma mia, it's looking beautiful. Oh, it's looking beautiful. And it makes this sauce, this amazing sauce that, you know, you could do something with it, but I didn't grow up with a lot of sauces, and I kind of like it just the way it is. All right, so what I would do in this case, when I have my platter over here, I will bring my vegetables. And you know, we put the vegetables right in here. Right in here. And I'm going to tell you guys, this is going to be lunch for us, and this is also going to be dinner for us. And it makes it so much easier with just one dish. For you, it's you know, you have to clean things as you're cleaning, but I'm telling you, this dish, it's going to really blow your taste buds. Yes, it is. It's an amazing dish. So now that you have this beautifulness, okay? So now we come over here, and oh, mamma mia, look at this. Oh, mamma mia. Mamma mia means, oh, my mother will be so happy. I mean, she is happy. She's watching from heaven. And then I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to add these golden, beautiful little guys with their nice, juicy. Oh, they're so juicy. Oh, yes, they are. And I'm just going to shut this guy off, because these guys are done. Oh, and they look beautiful. And I would just, you know, just kind of put him around the, you know, like, I would have the vegetables kind of sticking out. I'll show you the presentation, because I like to make things pretty, and you guys know I like to make things pretty. And why not? And why not? You know, as we are starting to have family over and some friends over, why not give them something that they never had before? And you don't have to tell them where you learned the recipe. Yeah, right. No, claro que sí. All right, so then now that I come over here, I can go ahead and shut this off. This is done. And then what I'm going to come over here is I am going to take this beautiful, that we have here, the parsley in the wonderful mint. And that's what's going to finish the dish. Finish the dish. Now you may add some nuts if you want for crunch, but I found it not to be so. All right, guys, let me show you what you made. Let me show you what you made. Baharat chicken with spiced vegetables. Okay, bellies, that is all I have for you today. I want to thank you so much for joining me today at my beautiful cucina. Be kind to yourself. Be loving to yourself, because when you are doing that, then you have more to give to others. Okay, Billy, I love every single one of you. I want to thank my sponsor, Cola Harris with FARMASI, for making me so beautiful. And I want to thank Dario Rodriguez with Life and Food Superstore in Ellenton, Florida. And I want to thank all my beautiful sponsors, and thank you so much. And look at this beautiful mangiare. Okay, guys, go enjoy. Okay, ciao, ciao, Melly. I love